signs of danger on an offside flag up here.
Well, that's a classic Andy Cole piece of action. If there's any space behind the back four, then Andy Cole looks to exploit it. Doesn't like to come short too often, but he's very difficult to catch then. But on his weaker left side.
And trying his luck too. And this one's washing it all away.
Lovely piece of enterprising play, wasn't it, from Steve Watson? Gets through there. Des Walker's the one who slips. You can see exactly from that shot.
He's dangerous. Look at this from Lee. It's a good run. Malcolm Allen. Last season, Newcastle United banged in 92 goals, and nobody in all 4 divisions could top that. This year, only 5 goals from 6 matches so far. They're not making quite as many chances, but I think they kind of expected that might happen.
Tell you what I'd like to see.
Terrific turn to get away from Scott. What can he create here? And Waddle trying to find, and the shot hits the post from Sheridan. Terrific football that from Sheffield Wednesday. That's what they can do.
Well, that was wonderful build-up.
Andy Cole! The noise here is quite incredible. And Andy Cole strikes for the 4th time this season.
This is a good marking from Sheffield Wednesday. Look at the time and space Malcolm Allen has. I said conditions were difficult. Chris Woods can't deal with it. And like all good strikers on a night like this, Ian, you've got to follow everything in the hope that that happens. You've gambled, and Andy Cole's rewarded with a simple task.
Well, he's one of the stories of the season, Andy Cole. He's only 21. He's now scored 4 of the 6 goals that Newcastle have scored this season. And just listen to this place now. The place is on fire. They're fragile. They haven't had a win yet.
I'll tell you what, they might just shift this for us at Beresford. He's about 40 yards out. He's in that position. I've seen it often when they just knock it. They charge it down, and then they roll it again. There it goes.
And here is Beresford on that favoured left foot of his too. Didn't work this time.
Didn't get a good ball.
Good spot, Andy. You weren't coaching for nothing, were you?
It's called luck.
Sheffield Wednesday wish you might have been defending it, I think. And then Sinton, and he scored. And Sheffield Wednesday are level, and Andy Sinton has scored for the 2nd game running, and he's done it too on his return to Tyneside. Against the club he supported as a boy. Coolly taken.
Super finish. But they get caught playing too much, overplaying in the corner. They lost possession, and this is a very cool finish. There's not an awful lot from aim at. Watch it again. There's not a lot for Andy Sinton to aim at, but look at the way he picks his spot. Beautiful finish.
That was a class if you want to buy it. It's true. Newcastle have a free kick here. Lee, who comes across to take all the set pieces. This time they go short to Beresford, who look for the return. Wednesday alive to it. Here's Andy Sinton. Scorer of the Sheffield Wednesday goal. The elegant Sheridan. Worthington. Bracewell back there again. Just a bit of danger there. Nearer the corner flag in the end, but an alert for that Newcastle defence.
Well, that's an example.
Dangerous cross, and in it goes. The goal from Sinton again. And Waddle has provided an answer to those who were booing him. It was his cross, Sinton's header. Sheffield Wednesday lead 2-1.
Well, that's all down to the skill of Chris Waddle, this goal, isn't it? It's a simple finish at the end, but look at the way he bides his time. There's the commitment from John Beresford. He commits to the tackle. Waddle skips past him, but it's there when the important part of the move is. Once you beat the defender, can you produce a cross of enough quality in a more dangerous area than that? I think not. Wonderful cross. The header really at the end was quite simple from Andy Sinton.
He did it expertly though. He headed down, and the skid off the turf made sure really that there was never a hope for Tommy Wright. Waddle has it again. He goes forward, Beresford. Waddle going down, and the referee just says play on. To get there, and that's terrific work by Nigel Pearson, it really was. Cole again.
It was good defending from Nigel Pearson, you're right. But another couple of...
Was down there by Watson and almost crept in. And it was Graham Hyde on the line there who just smuggled that away.
Well, there's a little example of the advantage of putting players on the line on both posts. Cannons off Des Walker there, he just sticks a leg out at it. Well, we're not going to get many better chances than that, and I'm very surprised at Mark Bright. It looked like he snatched that for me, Ian. He's normally very composed in front of goal, and this is a glorious chance. He goes in, he snatches across the ball, you can see that. Drags his shot.
And Cole in what's been proving an epic encounter back there, it really is. This time it's Walker. Bart Williams dropping ever deeper into the midfield to try to protect the lead. Matthew with the 1-2 for Cole, again Pearson, and now Lee. Sheridan. Right, good football this. Feeling that the next goal here, if there is to be a next goal, will be very, very important. Oh, that's a bad mistake. And the shot cannoning away from Hyde.
Well, this could be dead and buried as far as Newcastle are concerned. It's a smashing strike, it's another bad defensive area, but look at the way Hyde hits that. And it just, whether it's the...
Spark goes potty.
Well, how can you stop this kid, Andy Cole? Well, Alex Matthew, the substitute, played a huge part in that goal. But I do believe that Des Walker had an opportunity. Matthew makes a great run here, but Des Walker for me has an opportunity there to clear the danger. He allows Matthew to get it back, not once, but twice. Lee keeps it in, but the goals don't move. That's what you tell strikers. Andy Cole knows exactly where they are. He doesn't have to look, and the finish, well, should we expect anything else but the end of it, the back of the net? Look at that, great Tom. Lovely finish. Now we've got an interesting 15 minutes.
Well, it's what we... and helping to set up the goal. Lee Clark. Good-looking cross, which Allen couldn't quite grow for. But no, the flag's up. The flag's up.
It's tight. It was tight, Ian, but I think right.
I thought for a moment then, Andy. Alex Matthew does it on his Newcastle debut. 3-2. How about this?
Get him in there. What a sigh of relief there. But they were warned earlier, Ian. Alex Matthews made the exact same run he made for the second goal. And that is as good a volley as you are likely to see anywhere in the world. This is a most difficult execution. Look at that. He's slipping, but he manages to control it beautifully. That's a magnificent goal.
That was the kind of finishing that brought him so many goals for Morton. It was the kind of finishing that made Kevin Keegan go out and sign him. And given his chance tonight to try and turn the game around, he's done that. He's made one with his persistence for Andy Cole, and now he's scored what might be the winner. But so the line in the end, it was missed. And I think it was Clark, was it, who got it off the line?
Lee Clark it was. That's one apiece now, isn't it? Graham Hyde at one end. Lee...
And Chris Woods having to put it out now. Well, here, this is Matthew. And here's Allen. Dropping maybe away in the nick of time by Roland Nielsen before Cole could strike for his hat-trick.
I tell you what, this Alex Matthews turned this game for them. It really has.
Malcolm Allen, and that will settle it. 4-2. What a turnaround here. It's turning into a nightmare for Sheffield Wednesday.
I said to you before the game, didn't I? I felt this was Newcastle's night for goals. Just something about the atmosphere here at the end tonight. Malcolm Allen makes it on. He's totally unmarked, but the quality was in the finish. It's a guided header into the corner, giving Chris Woods absolutely no chance. Not picked up. Lovely little touch that. Lovely.
Slick cross, slick header. 4-2 to Newcastle United, and Malcolm Allen, who got the winner, took a deflection in it.
Yes, it did.
Through.
Yes, it did. And that might have been nestling in the bottom corner for his hat-trick. And even that may not have been enough.
Corner. This one almost forced in by Hyde. Was it in there in the end? Yes, it was.
I'm not sure who got the block, whether it's Kevin Scott. Certainly if it was him, it was wonderful defending.
Wednesday looking for a third this time. Wright does when it is Newcastle United, who've never scored more than one in the Premiership so far, get four. Cole scores two. Matthew with the vital third to put Newcastle in front. What an inspired substitution. That's Budgie Burridge, the number 2 goalkeeper. 41 years of age now. He didn't have to come on. He knows the job Matthew did. The Newcastle fans are going to have some night.
Just listen to the reception the players are getting. This is just a league match. Try and remind ourselves of this.